Welcome to Ork Radio.
Hey guys, how's it going?
This is going to be a difficult episode, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a really difficult episode. So as you can tell, we're not in cave. It's the 14th, 15th episode. We're going back to the crack files because no one's been here. We're in a different cave, so everybody's going to be bugging us throughout the time. So if it randomly stops, or we switch conversation ever so randomly, you'll know why.
Pretty much.
Goat. Skid mark. 7. What's up? How's it going,
What?
guys? Goat. Skid mark. 7.
No. Refill.
Goat, refill, 7.
That too.
You point to refill. Goat, skid mark. Wait, no, you already screwed up.
Okay, goat, refill, 7.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Skid mark's not here. Skid mark's off making...
Skid marks.
He's off being Darth Skid Mark.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So what's up?
Still
How you
not
guys doing?
downloading the Old Republic like a scumbag.
Oh my god. No, that is actually download. No, he isn't. Never mind.
He never will. He's, well, I'd have to buy it, guys.
No.
I'm gonna hit you.
Done.
I'll totally join the party as sort of like, Kai.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to check it.
I have to re-download it for
I
my
have
laptop.
to check it soon because I will have one of those...
One of the
you
rooms?
and me, we're going to have one of those big things, so we're going to have to go...
Big things?
we have to go
Yeah, like
The-
beekeeping.
Goat's got a
just
big
like,
thing, huh?
Oh yeah.
No, it does a tiny thing.
That's a sound that should never come out of a goat.
We're not doing that again.
Nope.
It's been too long to go.
We're not doing a goat sing along
dead.
either. Yeah, bullshit.
What?
Like me. No, we're not doing that shit again.
No, because that was
Anyway,
awful.
yeah. Apparently there was an update to the Old Republic.
There was they added strongholds, so now you can have your own home and you can
Yay,
can
for
have
not being homeless.
you can have guild ships. So what you can do is if we doled out like I think it's 1 billion credits or something like something massive, you have a ship where your guild can always go. Like let's say we put it above Tatooine, we can go chill above Tatooine and be like, you know what, we need bonuses over Alderaan because we're doing something here.
Yeah.
We're leveling here, so let's move the ship over Alderaan. So we move it over Alderaan, and you know you have like your big capital ship and all that.
Oh, hey, 7. On a somewhat related note for cosplay, I finished the blaster rifle for my costume.
It looks sick.
Yes. I think I've put them on Facebook, so if you get a chance, check them out. If not, I'll send you the pictures on Facebook or something.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, just wanted to throw that out there.
No, the like strongholds and all that. Are those like customizable, like the ships, like guild ships?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if the guild ships are customizable. I'm assuming they are, but with the strongholds, with SWG, you could literally put down like a row of skulls and line your wall in it.
No, I'm talking like outside exterior of like
No.
a battleship. Nah, nothing like that. Just the
I
interior.
I don't know anything about the guild ships. I know the interior of the strongholds. Like you might have seen the videos.
Yeah, it's almost like
It
Sims.
has like an area we can put down something. I want to put my bed here. I want to rotate it. I want to move it over slightly. You have a little
Guys,
square.
I don't mean to alarm you, but I've lost my pulse. I don't know where it went. I think all the sugar is... I think the sugar
That's what
has
you do
killed
when
me.
you drink like 5
Five.
bottles of pop in like less than an hour.
Shut up.
You're an orc. It's natural.
I know, but I can't find my
We're all,
pulse.
we're all too thick-skinned. You're not supposed to be able to feel it.
Dude,
Yep.
over here. Right there. Like right under the jawline.
Oh,
like,
yep, found it.
Yeah,
Never mind,
yeah.
I'm
Why
still
can't I
alive.
feel it on my larynx?
Huh.
I can't feel it. It's something wrong because my Adam's
this-
apple is not where I find my pulse.
If I tap it hard.
really weird.
Don't do that. You can actually kill yourself, you idiot.
Punch.
Throw a punch. Oh, he's dead. Party.
You want to know what?
Celebrate your time.
Anyway, so yeah, we haven't played that in a long
Yeah,
time.
I think
Join
my
the club.
subscription ran out, so
Yeah, same
I'm
here.
gonna play free for a bit, and then I'm gonna redo my subscription
Mm-hmm.
because I told you guys about how I am.
Mhm.
Money.
So yeah, it's
Pay
probably
for
same here. Just
Yeah.
we need to get you up to.
The slaves are not working out so
Yeah,
well
we
for
don't-
orcs. We haven't found any elves to sell. Yes.
No.
Was
Damn
it? You're
it.
still on free to play, aren't you?
Yep.
Can get you upgraded.
I'm
Isn't it what, like
pretty sure
$30,
I'm-
20, like 25, $30?
I know the
$30
problem
is
is
2 months.
the only
Yeah.
problem is my current place. I only have a wired connection that allows me to have 5 gigabytes per week.
Oh, you got a gig limit. Ouch.
So
Goodness.
unless I
On the
go
weekends,
to
we can
unless I
back.
go to the common area, I really don't have like unlimited. So
Dude, common areas are fine.
I know. It's just I'm gonna feel like a total ass because I'm gonna be like that one guy.
Dude,
Dude, you'd be surprised how many people like at the
Yeah.
place where I'm going just people sit in the middle of like the ground playing games if they have to. They don't care.
Like you can look at pictures of like colleges where they literally just a bunch of like a clan that all go to the same college just take out a table and just like all with their laptops.
Yeah.
And I can show you.
You might even know some people up there who play the game. So
honestly, there's one guy that I know that plays, but other than that, I don't know anyone else.
Oh, there you go. I might be able to get him.
But it's cool because he's on my floor. So
Nice.
hey, you know what? We may end up having that Imperial spy that we need.
Boom, perfect. What is it? I can show you this picture probably later a little bit. I might be able to bring it up now. What was it? It's a pub.
Oh,
that was nice, and I picked that
felt
up
good.
too.
That felt really good.
Was it
Hang on a sec. I just want to see if this will come up.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah, it might have.
That's
Just
better.
give it a look.
Was it? There's a pub. And just normal pub. You got the seats up right by it where
For
the
those
bartender.
American viewers, a pub is a bar.
Got two. Oh my god.
Ah.
Yeah. And literally, everybody has
Potatoes.
laptops. Everybody has laptops, and they're playing. Was it the Old Republic? And
Nice.
just it's acceptable now.
Oh,
Okay, let's see.
I don't know how many people are into it of the viewers. If we have any viewers at this point, I don't know. But for those few that are out there, I came across this one cool shop for lightsaber props called Hampton Hills Custom Sabers, I believe it is.
Pay us, please.
Sponsor.
And ding! No, but they have really cool sabers. That's like basically the only thing that really comes to blocking whatever you want to do is your own imagination and possibly the amount in your wallet. But other than that, they offer 100% custom sabers with all custom electronics, basically to whatever you imagine. I just wanted to throw that out there for any Star Wars cosplayers.
I might put a link in the
And,
description for it.
Yeah.
The
Well,
five-
this is gonna be up in a while, so like, when
Yeah.
I actually get to it, I'll tell you guys.
Yeah, and actually a lot of the guys from the 501st Legions, at least Sith Lords and Jedi who are in there, use a lot of his stuff because it's he also does props directly from the movies.
Yeah.
So you can use those for all sorts of 501st costumes as well.
Apparently, they released the trailer for the new Star Wars.
Yes, they did.
Did they? I have not yet.
I
seen it.
kind of want to see it, but kind of don't.
Yeah,
'cause
it's one of the.
it's one of those things where like I want it to be a complete surprise, but I want to know if I'm gonna bother to go see it.
Mhm.
I already know.
Well, I
I'm
mean-
going in costume.
Like I know
and
I'm gonna go
everything. It's
see
gonna be
it,
cool.
but
It's gonna be like me personally. I just want to go see Star Wars on the big screen. I don't know about anyone else.
Yeah, we haven't.
Like, everyone's always saying
I
like,
have. I've
We
seen
oh,
just missed that generation.
I know.
Dude,
Like
I saw it.
Well, you're you.
the re-release. I saw the re-release of Episode 1.
No, I saw like
honestly-
2 and 3 on the big screen.
You
Fourth.
did.
Yeah.
I didn't. But what I saw the re-release of the Episode 1 in 3D. Honestly, it was pretty cool just to see it on the big screen. The 3D was kind of a bonus, but at the same time, it wasn't really necessary. But I really enjoyed seeing the final lightsaber fight on the big screen. That was worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. Again, with the lightsaber thing, there's a couple shops that are really good that I know personally. I've ordered from Saberforge before, and Goat will agree that those sabers are pretty
my God.
pretty good.
I took out the claws for mine because mine had like claws that came out.
Yeah,
But like that is was it on a screw? What is the thing called? The
On a
twine
s-
thing that like turns the screw.
Allen key.
No, the thing on the actual screw, like the winding thing of the screw.
Thread?
Yeah, the thread of it. What is it? Just, I couldn't think of the word. The thread of it was coming out just because like we were dueling with him on, and we just like
Oh yeah,
mauled
we went
each
to
other down
town.
with
He really messed up the blade of mine.
But it's at the point like
So-
we like smack him. Like we're not
Full
going,
contact dueling.
Yeah.
There's no bars.
We were not being light and like just take off the claws of it, and honestly those things are like
They're
durable as
very durable, and they got one of the best warranties out there for
Mhm.
the price. The only thing is, like, I really kind of want a custom saber from Parks, or not Parks. That's another company that's pretty cool. They got a bunch of.
Look at those free advertisements. Look at that zero revenue.
done. Jelly.
At the same time, though, like, I just think it's kind of cool that there are people out there that make these things for cosplay enthusiasts and just for people that love the franchises.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool. And I really like the motto of the Hampton Hills one. The guy says he doesn't build lightsabers to sell them. He sells lightsabers to build them. I think that was pretty cool.
Pretty decent model. So what you got there? Oh, those ones.
Yeah. I was just looking through what you took.
It's Cock of Duty.
How did you enjoy this one?
Actually, the Call of Duty one, I didn't actually get to read it. Just read the Avengers and all that.
Look,
just because I
it's
went
Ghost,
out
my
for 2
favorite
weeks, so.
character.
It's
Everybody's
it's pretty
favorite
gruesome.
character that was never really showcased off that often.
Yeah. The only reason he's everyone's favorite character is because look
He's
at my
badass.
mask. My mask is amazing. Please don't lick it.
Please don't lick it. That's
it's
my
very
job.
sweaty.
It's very sweaty. Tastes like ball sack.
You hear that? That's the sound of 1,000,000 jimmies being rustled.
Ooh.
Ew.
Well, in the famous words of an anonymous Scotsman, I don't give a bloody fluff what
Right
they're
there.
thinking.
There's one bar. Literally, it just monitors
Oh.
above the bar, like behind where the barkeep is, where they keep the alcohol.
Nice.
Was it? You connect the computers are right beside the chair, like below, and you just connect all your gear, and you like play as you're on the bar, and it just
We
naturally.
must find this bar.
Oh, and there's
take
some all over the place.
and,
Like
and exit.
I'll show you another one.
To the Ork Nation.
Yes.
You are now part of the Ork Nation. Here's our flag. We're planting it in your establishment. Deal with it.
You can't
You
do
read
Can't
your
blame
flag.
us. We live here.
Do you have a flag?
Well, do you have a flag? No. No flag, no country. You can't have one. So says the rules that I just made up. And I'm backing it up with this gun that I got from the National Rifle Association.
Welcome to England.
Ding. Here's a big picture. Of one.
Or America. NRA. Also in Namble.
Nice.
Hey, chicka bum bum.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just
What did
above
we
where
tell
the
you about
bartender is and all that. So
Sorry.
okay, so other than well, since now we're talking about gaming, we were talking before about a game.
I had one thing just to bring up.
Go for it.
So, as you guys know, I do shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what you guys would think about selling Ork Radio shirts in order to make money for the podcast, in order to
I
buy
think
a
that-
pizza.
try and get better equipment and to maybe buy food.
Yeah, because we're hungry. And frankly, we've ran out.
Most of us
storage.
actually are starving.
Literally.
Yeah, on the off days.
There's a two fat
Well,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Added bit. You're not so skinny yourself, champ.
Thank you.
Fat.
But yeah, how would you guys and anyone who might listen to this feel about selling and
I
buying
think
Ork
it would
Radio
be cool.
merchandise?
I'm down
I
for
thought
some
that'd
dollar
be
dollar
kind
bills, yeah.
of cool.
You guys would have to help me come up with designs and stuff. Obviously,
Well, we have the
we'd
logo.
have the main logo, but I mean, like, we'd have to go through the podcast and pick out funny things we've said, or like design little caricatures for us.
Well,
And
speaking of custom tailored things, Goat recently got two
Oh
walkings.
my god.
You're probably
Not-
gonna hate him for this one, Seven, but he got
I'll go
he-
get them. So
yeah.
you guys talk to yourselves here for a sec.
he got some custom hats.
Oh, ow.
Custom hats.
custom hats.
You know, like the one he's wearing, the one with
I
his
didn't really look
logo
at
on it.
this. I didn't really look at it. Turn it around.
See,
He shows me the back of the hat as if I know what's
Yeah,
on
just
the
give me a
inside.
Well, look at
Hey, look at the
the
back
face.
of the hat.
no, because you're probably gonna slap him across the face for the free advertisement.
You're right. I am gonna snap him.
Ah, god damn it.
Snap him. I'm gonna
Yeah,
snap him.
I'm gonna
Smack 'em.
smack him and slap him.
But yeah, doing a co-op at a place, got their logo on the hats.
I'm
Because
glad you didn't say the name. That brings out all the editing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last few episodes we've been doing, I don't have to edit.
Oh
I just
my
listen
God,
through
yeah,
just in
it's
case
pretty
there's
nice. We've
a
been-
slip up.
We've been getting better at it.
I did one with Hugh, and
Only took
Hugh
14
hadn't been
episodes.
on for like a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey.
I give him credit. Like
what
he
am I,
did
chopped
his
liver?
No, there's
Hugh. He hadn't been on for a
Oh.
few episodes.
I thought you said me.
No, Hugh hadn't been on for a few episodes, and I give him credit. Like, he did his best, but near the end, I have to edit out a lot of things, because even I was like, well, this is sort of like one of those ones, he's too tired to do it. This is really impromptu. There's no one else around. We don't have anything to talk about, so I
It's
sort
one
of
of
let a
those
couple
things-
things slip at the end, too, but...
it's not at the point it's hard, but just time consuming because you're trying to find these bits out of a 2-hour like conversation.
It
I
was
was
a
bit
1
by
hour
a
conversation,
turkey.
but 1-2 hours. I have to record these, and then I have to edit them, and then I have to upload them. That takes easy, like, for an hour one, it takes like 5 hours just to put one of these up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just because you're having to re-listen to them all and just
Especially if I have to, like, I'm trying to get, let's say, someone slips a name like Goat. Okay,
Hello.
it's half a second. I have to find this. Where is it?
Find that half
I
a
have
second.
to, and like someone says something immediately after, so I have to cut it out so it's not,
Damn.
like somebody. Let's say refill here says something, and I just
Like
read the
normal.
joke.
But yeah.
So I'm officially done with turkeys. They are the stupidest animal.
Stupidest planet.
They are the stupidest. They are the stupidest animal on the planet. Literally, these things are normally turkeys are brown if you see them in the wild.
Yeah.
These turkeys are so dumb they are white. They don't even know what color they're supposed to be.
Albino turkeys.
Yes, pretty much actually.
Waka waka.
And I go to let these things out of their pen, and I'm trying to open the gate, and these things are trying to bite my fingers. They think they're worms. They're that dumb.
Well,
They're albino.
My
They're
point
like,
is,
goddamn kids.
The
He's
albinos are
like
like-
turkeys again.
these turkeys are
See,
bred to be
Goat
stupid.
here is albino. Just look at him.
Hello.
I thought it was just the second option on the Colgate whitening scale.
Third and yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Actually, I don't care if you're offended. If I offended you, good.
Well then.
To hell with
Isn't that
your
a whole-
sensitive feelings.
Isn't that the motto of the podcast? I hope I offended you.
No. It's
Well,
not
that's
racist
what I just
because
did to
we
all
make
the
fun of
Ghost
everybody.
fanboys.
That's the other one.
No, I
That's
mean,
the subtext.
that's what I did with all the Ghost fanboys a couple of minutes ago. I
Yeah.
just insulted all of them
One of
and
them.
their hero. Too bad he's dead.
Oh,
Cry over a virtual character,
He
you little
burned.
wussies.
I love how you're just like referring to it, but you're staring at the mic as if it was the person. Just like, what? I just killed your like main
look what you're
hero.
staring at.
Well, yeah, we're just like. Feel the beating eyes to the mic? Yeah, bet you can't.
Bet you can't, but if you could see them, you
yeah.
would see the burning hate in my eyes for all you COD fanboys that know nothing about guns. That's another rant for another time.
But the RPG, you shoot it at the ground, you blow it up. There's no charge timer on you. You shoot
Yeah,
it right
well,
at
here's the
ground.
thing. Shut up.
You know, some of the times
Play
like,
with a
if
real
you do-
RPG, then we'll talk.
sometimes it won't even work because it's timed and it goes off. So if you were actually to take an RPG and hit it at the ground,
It takes 5 seconds to.
yeah,
arm.
because you're just gonna like smack it off the ground. And it's gonna.
Like, I love how people use it in the games. Like, oh, really close range. It would hit the guy. It would
It'd take his
kill
arm
one
off.
person. It would kill one person, I admit, because it's going so fast. But you hit the wall.
Take their freaking arm off.
It wouldn't even like explode even.
Good job, Towelhead.
Because
You know
like
what I
it's
was
a
gonna
5-second
say?
fuse until it actually does something. So like, because it was in some.
They are long range, but they are terrible at range. That's their downfall.
What is it? I don't know if it was in Saving Private Ryan or something. Some dude uses an RPG against the dude, hits them.
First of
No,
all,
they use
let
the
me just
bazooka.
back you up there for a minute. I don't mean it. I'll let you finish.
Go.
I'm going to be Kanye West for a minute. I'm going to let you finish, but RPGs were invented way after World War II. Saving Private Ryan was World War II. You're thinking of the bazooka used by the U.S.
Was it
Army.
in an M1?
No, it's in some movie. It's in some movie.
Some movie. Okay, can you clarify the movie? Just because
I don't
for
know if
clarity's
it-
sake.
Maybe
was
like
like
Black Hawk Down or
Down?
something.
Something like that. The dude uses an RPG, hits the dude in the chest. It like kills the dude. It collapses his chest, but it doesn't explode because it didn't reach that range. Oh, okay, now it's
it has to
active.
hit a hard surface. If it goes, if you had a bulletproof vest, maybe it's a hard enough surface.
Maybe.
But your bone is like tissue to an RPG.
Oh yeah, and it was just at the point the dude's like 10 feet away from it, so it just like
Oh yeah, that
thumps
would,
him, and
yeah.
it's just like okay, it knocks him back and into the wall, but it doesn't explode because it hasn't reached that.
it might
fuse
go
time.
right through you.
Oh, on
But yeah,
an
that was-
airsoft related note, I found an airsoft RPG.
Oh yeah.
Not
Yeah,
gonna lie, I
they're-
kind of want one.
Yeah, they've been around.
Just
You also want the Luger. Tell him about the new Luger you found.
Oh yeah, KWC came out with a Luger.
How much?
It's
169.
169 on this one site, Replica Airguns,
Was it
and
a
it's
what was it?
within our country,
Ooh.
so there's no border hassle.
Yeah.
For those who know, border hassles when ordering like airsoft products can be an issue, especially in certain countries that we will not name. You know who you
Australia.
are.
Australia.
What's the
So
name
we
of the gun?
wouldn't name
What
them.
was the name of the gun? The full name, like the
Replica Airguns.
no, the name of the actual.
Oh,
KWC
KWC Luger.
KWC.
PO8. I really like it. It's like it's a CO2 gun, so it's even good for the cold weather.
Yeah, I'm bringing it up.
So
I don't know. You saw what happened at paintball.
I know. But
Did we ever tell you about that?
No.
the one
Speak.
girl's
I love
tank
stories.
exploded on her,
Like what happened? She had it on a table, and we were all sitting around. This was the March
and
Madness.
she goes to put it into her gun, and the thing.
No, she was taking it off. She was getting it refilled. Took it off, shoots out into the center. Like everyone just
Everybody
booked it.
books it.
And we're just looking over like, what?
This thing's doing donuts until it empties. And then my gun exploded on me almost. It came out in this like CO2 flamethrower.
Yeah.
Since then, I've never...
Oh, that was during practice, though.
No, that wasn't during practice. That happened during an actual game at Soldiers.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wasn't around then.
It was bad. Like,
I
I
also
was just
remember
bragging, like, this thing's beautiful. It works like an AK. Boom! Right.
America 1, Russia 0.
Wait a minute. America 1, Russia 0. Way to go, America. You can count.
Americans.
Oh, yeah. I hope you're offended.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, back to what we're going to, horror games. Wait, no, actually, I'll show you
Man,
this
we
right now.
really jump around from
There we go.
topics. But yeah, it's got 15 round mags and you can get extra ones too. You can't pull it out of a screen, doesn't matter how much you try 7. We've already done that.
Yeah, we already tried.
Okay, Johnny Depp.
Okay, but yeah, we were talking about horror games, and we found one that me, was it? More Kosh, and Refill were playing, and
You mean
it's
more
called...
Kush?
Yeah, more Kush,
You
basically.
just call him more cock.
Basically, it's called Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm pretty sure, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, it's...
Totally not
Scary as-
scary at all. It's a
You should
really
play it.
it's
Definitely
where you
recommend.
play. It's where you play as a day security guard at a pizza place, pizzeria.
Kind of looks like
And-
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, all you do is you just make sure no one breaks in. It's a very family fun game, right,
Yeah,
Goats?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but then there's a second version, the exact same name. Tell him about it.
Goat pissed himself.
No, we have video proof of it. I'm not even gonna... Oh god, it's scary.
So essentially, you
Leapt
whole
5
baseline,
feet
what is
and
the game
put his
about?
head through a ceiling.
baseline. There's these animatronics, which there's debate over whether they're malfunctioning or whether they're possessed. Because the creator of the game never really said anything. And you're a night security guard. You don't move. You just have to watch the monitors, or watch on your little tablet the security cameras, and you have these doors and. The animatronics try to get to you, and you have to like turn on your lights on the sides to see if they're there, and then you have to close the door if they are there, so they don't get you and stuff you into a mechanical suit, and you're dead. And
So basically, you have this little tablet, and there's different rooms, and they all start in like the furthest room from you. And ever so often, basically, you start at midnight and trying to make it to 6 a.m. and basically it's like
Where
2-3
someone
minutes
takes over your
per
shift
hour.
and those
It just goes
poor
by.
guys get killed by the animatronic thing.
So basically,
you
it's
get
only
paid
the most.
$120.
No, what?
Yeah,
For
and then
what?
if you do the check at the end because you're doing the job, it's $120.
Way to go, bud.
And
Not
if you
worth
do
it.
if you do the 6th night, it's an extra 5 cents. If you beat night 7, you get fired. If you beat it on 20, because on the last night you can set your own and you can set the extremity, so you can put it to 20, so it's like next to impossible. The guy who created the game said, "I don't think anybody would be able to beat this. 2 people have beaten it." And there's a strategy to it, and what happens is you get 3 stars, and you get a notice saying you're fired for tampering with the electronics.
Pretty decent. But yeah, you're in a room and basically
$120. No one would take that job.
But yeah, basically you're in a room and there's 3 animatronic like
Nuts.
bears, bunnies, ducks, and all that.
There's a bear, a bunny, a fox, and a chicken.
And a goat.
And so basically you're on this tablet and you can tap, and this is only mouse, like it's only mouse, no keyboard or anything, and basically you're just clicking on different like view pads, and basically it's a dining hall, closet, and all that, and basically you have to try and like keep an eye on all these animatronic animals.
Yeah.
And they slowly, once you're stopping and looking and doing all that stuff in the other rooms, they move closer to you. And so the point of the game is to just survive and don't let them get to you on the other side. And it's really hard because like you can't keep on looking. The battery dies on the like tablet. So yeah, and it's scary as hell. And I almost won myself. I'm not gonna lie.
If your power does run out, I think Freddy comes to the door. His eyes light up, and he starts playing a song. And if you don't look at door, it takes a couple extra seconds, so you can survive that much longer. But if the power goes out and the clock reaches 6, like it doesn't show up anymore, the clock can reach 6 right before you die. And it makes it the most intense thing, because like you hear the whatever tune he plays, I forget what it is, and then it just turns 6, and you're like, oh,
You love
Yeah, it's like it's a
We're
jump scare
at
suspense.
that's copyrighted.
Oh,
Yeah. You know the happy birthday is copyrighted?
really?
Yeah, like you're not. That's why you never like. What is it? News networks when they're trying to play or do the birthday. Oh, shout outs when people send it in. They don't play actual happy birthday because it's trademarked.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no. So every time you sing it, you're like violating a trademark, and you're.
Well,
Do I owe
legit.
them money?
Well,
Prove it.
but yeah, so basically, it's a jump scare suspense like dark room, and like we did some video capture of it. Just me, Morkush, and Refill, and it's literally just like okay, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it
through
right.
the ceiling?
Basically, dark out the entire room.
Just imagine that.
Soundproof headphones, volume cranked.
To 120.
Yeah, and it's literally just like it's gonna suck. Just deal with it.
Or not.
And it's at the point where was it Morkush is he's like trying to take out. He's like ever so often like when it's getting
Takes
really
his
suspenseful,
hands.
he raises one hand that isn't anything, and he's putting it near the mic and near the headphone, and just like getting ready to like rip it off of his head when like something happens.
That awkward moment when he rips his glasses off with it.
Oh yeah, and it gets to the point where literally like he's on it and just like I'm just like dude, take your hand off of it, and he lowers it back down on his list and he just looks at me just like all pissed and all that and just goes
Flips him off.
oh no. But no, if we ever go different or we add audio, I'll bleep out my face and I'll
If we
show
add
him the
audio,
footage.
what are we doing?
No, if we add video, I can like what is it? Get a goat picture and cover over my face, and you can see like my reaction because night 2, it's the first time I ever played it. I didn't know how to play.
You can
2
put it up
minutes.
if you like. I can give you the login for it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I last 2 minutes on night 2 just because I don't know how to play the game. And the like, was it Purple Bear? Or
Freddy, I think.
Freddy? Was he a bear? Is he a?
He's
No,
a
I
bear.
think it was the rabbit. I forget the rabbit's name.
Yeah, it's a rabbit or something. It's a
No,
purple.
it looks like a bear.
No, it was the rabbit because he had the big ears.
Oh.
It was It was one of the purple ones. So if you guys played the game, you know what I'm talking about.
And if
like,
you don't, look it up.
it's like from room
Good
B.
luck.
It was room B1 to like down to room 6, and just like he just within not even 7 seconds, he just hauls ass to the other side. And I'm
They
just
can literally teleport from one of the map to the other.
like, and then the knock. Also, one of the things they do, they
Yeah, see, they are possessed.
They disable the cameras, so when you click on a room, it just buzzes and it doesn't show you the actual feed because
No, there's 2 cameras where there's no visual. It's
But there
audio
is
only.
audio.
no, but also
Those are the ones right outside your door.
no, there is ones that they like turn off. So when you click it, go somewhere else, click back, it's scrambled. You get the fuzz, and you're just like
Oh, I've never seen that.
oh yeah, I can
that's
show you the
when
footage
they're
of me
moving,
playing
I
that.
think. So it's like they're moving into a room. It goes static, so you can't really see it, but you
Yeah.
kind of know they're there.
Yeah, just one of those things. Oh, and they make
it's
the
like,
creepiest faces as well.
I know what exactly they do. There's generally there will be 2 rooms that go fuzzy, and that's the ones where they were, and the other one is where they're probably gonna go. At least that's my theory with it. But
yeah.
there may be a solid logic to it. I don't
It's jump scare, suspense, and all that, and it's just creepy. It creeps the hell out of you. Like, if you play it properly, if you're not, like, a wuss in the point where what we did, we literally blacked out the room.
Blacked out the womb.
We blacked
Wait
out
a
the
minute.
room, put the headphones on, and played it legitimately how you're supposed to play it.
That's what happens when he jumps.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it's actually pretty scary if you play it properly and you're not that much of a puss, so-
Terrifying. What are you saying?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, and it's just...
Don't be shy. It's terrifying. You can say that.
Yeah, it's freaking
Look at
terrifying.
Bobby game.
But it gets to the point where they don't move if you're on the viewfinder of the camera that you're looking at and you see them in there. They don't move. They just stare at the
you.
camera.
And it's
Like when they're in the
you
next
do
room
it.
to you, they're standing perfectly still, up straight facing the door, but their eyes are at the camera, and you're just like, And was it into the party room? Tables lined and there's all hats. When the duck gets to that part, it's the most creepy because the duck has teeth and it's not smiling, but it's like open mouth, like staring at the camera.
Chica constantly looks at the camera.
Mhm.
None of the others do that. Sometimes they'll like look up, but Chica, no matter what room she's in,
She like stares at
stares at the camera. And then there's one point where like she'll get, and
Yeah.
like you can see the inside and the mouth's open.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
eyes
that's what
are
he's
like-
referring to.
And most of the times you look at it just like that's not scary. Like if you're actually submerged in like playing it how, as I said, just like room completely blacked out, headphones in and all that, and you're just staring at this duck staring at you, it creeps you out. Like it's not scary in the first.
It
like
creeps you out even without headphones on and the lights all on.
just it's one of those things like you know it's game, but like they designed it so it's looking at you through the screen, like looking at you, and you're just like
Into your soul.
creeps you out. You're just like God, just stop. flip the view from the other, and then you flip the view and just like, oh, where'd the other one go? Oh, look, that's the other thing that happens. The purple one, the bear, the bunny, I don't know which one it is. What was it? It's gotten to the point where it hauled ass into the room that I'm in, but I'm on the tablet screen. And I didn't lock the door. He just walked in. He was waiting for me to like put the tablet down to stare me and like kill me and like stuff me into a mechanical thing or whatever. If you just stare at it and no one's in the room, it'll start making noises. Like, oh, what is it? Freddy, he'll like put on a song or whatever. And these are like creepy, like
not kid friendly.
Yeah, like they make it kid friendly. Like the creep factor is out of the world. But the other one, the bunny or whatever, it's making like this groaning, like humming noise, just like. And
then you put it down, and then it screams in your face and eats you.
Literally, that's where it just jump scare, and you're just like, Jesus. And yeah, I probably put the video up and it'll like instantly play over and over again. But no, it's like, it's making this noise, and since we, have the Razer Krakens, it's surround sound, so I hear it like down just below like my lap. Just like in front of me, and it's just like, oh, it creeps you out that much more because it's like surround sound. Like you hear something coming to the left of you, to the right of you, in front of you. Oh my god, ugh.
Especially with the 40-inch monitor.
Oh yeah, and we play with a big ass monitor too, so it just, oh god, that shit's scary.
Actually, Seven, during a break, we'll show you how terrifying it can get.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you the mouse and the headphones, and we'll set you up the way we were doing it.
See, it might get to the one where it's just like him playing it and just like scares you and just like doesn't make a single note, just like, yeah, whatever. Just
that focus. Would be Seven. If anyone, he would be the solid guy that's just like, whatever.
See, I've seen him so many times, and also do like, oh.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you watch someone else playing it, it's scary. If you're actually submerged, like, one wearing the headphones, hearing and like basically in that world, oh my god, it's
personally,
so
that game kind of reminds me of when I played Dead Space for the first time.
I actually have Dead Space on Xbox.
It was really good. I love Dead Space. It is terrifying, and I highly recommend you try it. I picked up my copy for like $10. Do it.
Origin, because it's an Origin game. If you download the Origin program on the computer, free. Sometimes games go on like, oh, here's a free one, go download.
Actually, I think I have Dead Space for free on computer.
Yeah. What is it? They gave me Dead Space for free. Just like, oh, it's this time of the month, here's a free game, here you are. Yeah, literally. It was just like, and literally
the original time of the month.
No, was it original Dead Space? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dead Space 1.
No, but it was good. Like I picked it up. I think it was at EB for like $10. It was a recycled game.
GameStop.
No, in Canada it's EB.
Yeah, no, but look, people.
Oh, does that count?
No, because there's GameStops and all that. It's just people that aren't in Canada or other places.
Okay.
Just GameStop.
Okay, I was avoiding.
GameStop's like every other place.
I know. I was avoiding like using any country location.
We're somewhere in Canada. Come find us.
Good luck with that.
I mean, we've made it pretty obvious with loonies. R5 is blue. Like, come on, you'd have to be completely retarded.
When you make it rain in a club, it's actually a rainbow.
And then you get like loony sized like bruises.
You know what? I just thought
I would hate to be a stripper. Just imagine it. Have $1. Stop it.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
You can't exactly put a loony in the G-string. They fall out.
Although
she walks out like nothing. She takes off the G-string. All of it, just like it's raining. Just
you know what I was gonna say?
Dump it over.
There's a little slot you can find.
They just
Can I get a Coke, please?
It makes a little chick noise.
Turn around. Come on.
Little Canadian flag on it too.
Oh, Canada.
Try to get a lap
Macy
dance.
And, like, Bejeweled.
Back smash in the face. Ow.
Ah, yeah, and that's a...
I'm sorry, but never again.
Hey, is that a baby boot fanny pack? Ow.
No,
in his face? Yeah, it is. Nice.
Just always, I recommend going, if you do end up going to a club, do not go with less than $200. Do not go with less than $200 because you will be out of that money in a very short amount of time.
I bet strippers in Canada make a lot more money because you get 5 stuffed in because that's the lowest bill.
Yeah, the lowest bill. Yeah, Canadians, they know how to do it.
We know it's good, eh?
But then again, if you go to like the country places, it's those places where everyone gets a chance. Mm-hmm. So you got land whales up on stage. Oh, please don't fall.
Oh no. Oh god.
It's one of those like Indiana Jones, you running a straight line. This guy's a lap dance. The one guy that doesn't give it a care at all. It just brings the cool like roll of quarters. Just like, okay. But then you get the rainbow
explodes.
that's like, thump. Thank you.
Kind of, what I was thinking is, it's kind of like the Scott Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Pilgrim, you throw it and you burst into coins or something.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I want to.
Skittles
pretty
commercial,
good.
just dropping the Skittles. I'm not eating those.
Nope.
Taste the rainbow. I don't want to. But yeah, other...
That actually reminds me of a band Skittles commercial. There's this newlywed couple going at it.
Yeah.
I can
Finish it and it's just a rainbow.
Skittles.
It's just like...
Skittles. Share the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. No.
No,
you don't.
You can keep those ones all by yourself.
Keep them. It's okay.
Well, okay. Any other scare games you guys know? Obviously, you got Slender and other stuff like that. Also, very scary if you actually play it the way it's supposed to be played. Because you got the other people that usually just load it on up on the computer, just whatever. Oh, a little scary and all that.
The neon cat in the background. Oh, this is not scary.
Yeah, I'm talking about like actually submersing yourself, like deep screen, headphones in the game. Oculus Rift, basically
Vanish.
dark everywhere. Just play it the way it was like designed to be played.
I'm not gonna lie. BioShock is kind of creepy, but it's not as scary as a lot of other games. But that is one that does, I think, count.
I would probably say Vanish. It's this game where like you get thrown in sort of like an SCP environment, and there's arrows on the wall. One of them is made by this monster. One of them is made by the person who was down there, and he's writing notes saying, "Oh, you got to find the keys." Blah blah blah. It's a maintenance worker. You just get thrown in, and you have to find the keys and get out. And this thing just creeps in the darkness, and you have to like hide in like the holes in the walls. And
There's one we just downloaded and we plan on playing later. If I can bring it up, show you.
It was that one house.
Vapor.
What was the one house one?
The House.
Mansion.
The House.
Mansion of something.
You guys ever played The House?
No, I haven't.
Oh, we should play it on the break.
Yeah. So another
It's short. It's a point and click. There's two of them. You could probably get them done on the break. Are those the horses?
No, actually, I know how to do those. I know how to do the Monty Python horse sounds, and I have two halves of a
Are
coconut.
those coconuts? Yeah. How'd they get here? A
They were-
bird.
They were carried by a swallow.
A swallow.
What you mean, African or European swallow?
No, a swallow. How do you expect me to believe a swallow carried a coconut? Coconuts are in in tropical regions. It could have grasped it by the husk. It's not a matter of where it grasped it. It's a matter of a 4.2 ounce swallow carrying an 8.4 ounce coconut. Maybe it was two of them. Two swallows working together to carry a coconut across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah,
Maybe it was an African swallow. What would make the difference? Well, African swallows are a bit bigger than European swallows. Are you mad?
I'm probably.
Who made you king?
Probably gonna
When I
bludgeon
was
the name or
got the, and I pulled Excalibur from the bosom of the water goddess.
Okay.
So you're king because
Actually, what would you like?
some
Yeah, we're
moistened pig lobbed a sword at you. Lobbed a scimitar at me. If I were to say that I was king, they'd throw me in a madhouse.
Okay, so I found the game. I'm probably gonna bludgeon the name. It's like Craven's Manor.
That's it.
Craven's Manor.
Those mannequins.
Venture into the darkness, turn out the lights, take a deep breath, and prepare yourself. Explore the depths of the immersive world of Craven's Manor.
I know enough hentai. I've seen enough hentai to know where that's going.
Bap, chicka, bap, bap.
Fun fact, actually, hentai in Japanese means pervert.
Yeah.
Yeah, and anime is pronounced enemy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Undiscovered secret.
Didn't know that.
Secrets.
Secret.
Uncover their secrets. Solve them.
That's why we don't let goats speak English.
Uncover the secrets. Solve its mystical puzzles. Face the growing threat risk within.
We need a captain. We need a fleet of ships. We need a crew. And we had to go like this. I've got a ship.
I can go like this.
I can find a crew. Great. I can go like this. I actually saw Captain Jack at Fan Expo and Anime North.
Nice.
Yeah, that just went by. Like, you went for the one day, or?
What, Fan Expo?
Yeah.
I went for the one day, but Anime North I was there for the entire weekend, which honestly was really fun. I met a lot of cool people, and I'm still friends with them too. I still talk to them, and because I'm living closer to them than I was, we ended up hanging out pretty much all this week was Frost
You
Week, so it was
you
every
still
day.
remember, what was it, Beauregard? Remember, Mr. didn't want to look away from his phone and he was around and
Oh,
he
yeah.
had red?
Oh, what is it? Shredder. No.
When we were still in the cave.
Oh yeah, your friend. Yeah.
Yeah. That fucking guy. Remember he wouldn't shut up about Anime North?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Oh, Hugh, were you the one that went? Did you go this?"
You want to shut up?
He was like, "Just please get him to shut up before."
Am I
I put his
thinking it's
throat."
who I am? Then I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's that guy. He's friends
Oh,
with he's
no.
friends with.
Oh,
I dropped out
no.
of school 3 times.
He's one of those kind of guys.
Yeah, he's like, I'm an otaku, but I'm not a weeaboo. Same difference.
Did they not realize that otaku is an actual insult in Japan? That's
No.
what I don't get.
They don't. That's why they call themselves that.
It literally means outsider
Yeah.
and shut in. Basically, they're a hikikomori, which is a person that never leaves their house and is afraid of physical contact.
So all 3 of us.
Well, I go out, so.
But yeah,
break that rule.
was it we were talking again about Fan Expo, like stuff
Yeah.
like that, Anime North, stuff like that. If you're like
If you're afraid of
nerd
people,
it's kind of a weird thing. Like nerd, such a wide
Nerdvana.
concept now. But just like if you have a certain like thing you like and you can go to these cons, you
Here's,
find a lot
here's
of
the
people.
best way to explain it. The word
sorry, carry on. I'm gonna tell you a story
okay.
afterwards. 'cause
The word nerd now has become sort of a hipster term. Like, look at me, I have glasses. I'm such a nerd.
No, you're four that
No,
have glasses.
like, oh look, I'm a gamer girl. I can play Mario. Okay.
One face.
No, you're not. You're a game. You're a girl that has controllers over her nipples. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But
Go look at the screen, put the disc in properly, flip the controller around, put batteries inside the controller,
Put a
Plug
shirt
in the
on
console.
and play.
play with right controller to match console.
Yeah.
Freaking remote with the Xbox on, goddamn.
Ah.
I gotta kill somebody.
If they don't use the right controller, I think I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh look, this one has a green button. I want to use it. Shut up.
It's like, what's her name on YouTube? There's one blonde girl. I'm trying to remember her name. Really popular YouTuber.
I just need.
And she has a gaming channel where literally she plays games and has no idea how to play them.
I hate people like that so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's got like 50 million people that watch her play these.
Of
Probably.
course,
I've
because
seen
people
that
watch
film.
the other thing. But anyways, the original concept of nerd, which is someone who is really into comic books, really
If you
into
don't
video
know what he
games,
was doing,
really
he
into
pulled out a
movies.
comic.
School,
Yeah.
doing well, stuff like that.
So, yeah, you can do well in school. Some people don't so much.
Yeah, that
but
one's more geek, I can see. But
yeah,
yeah,
like
continue.
the original comic book nerd.
Mm-hmm.
People like that, people that know movies, people that are really they're really into a fandom of any sort, except for My Little Pony. You're probably gonna get killed.
Yes.
Unless you're a little girl.
Yeah, then it's okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but if you're a 40-year-old dude and you come up to me and say, "Hey, Seven, I like My Little Pony," you're probably not gonna leave
go
that
away,
spot.
good.
You're gonna
I'm
have 6
sorry.
feet under.
Hand in your man card, please.
Hand over your man card. You have just forfeited it. I'm sorry. I will take this.
And please shave the pedo stash before you leave.
You want to talk?
Screw off. Calm down.
That's a pedo stash.
It's blonde. It's hard to see. Don't worry, I'm good.
Excuses.
Lame excuse.
But yeah, anyway, like if you're into like a certain type of like almost comic book
If you're into
show
any
or
fandom,
anything,
Doctor Who to Star Wars to Lord of the Rings to
Any anime,
horror,
really.
any anime at all,
Anime.
you don't have a lot of
Star
friends
Wars
that are
is an
good.
anime, but
If you don't have
Star Wars, the animated series.
that's
yeah,
not an anime.
something like that, you have something like
anime
that.
is considered that's considered a cartoon.
Yeah.
Anime is considered a Japanese
You know what I
cartoon.
mean. You know what I mean.
But yeah, if you're into that and you don't have a lot of friends in it, going to these cons and stuff like that is
It's
a
a
great
good
way
way
to
to
like
make friends.
meet people and all that crap.
Especially if you're like in a really small town, you're afraid people are gonna judge you, and you're like, "There's no like-minded people around. I don't know where I'm gonna find friends that are
Funny
into this
story,
sort of
actually.
stuff."
Goat and I met a guy who was gonna go to Fan Expo, and he was working at. He was working at. Is it okay if I use the name of the restaurant?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
Teriyaki Express. And he was saying that he was planning on going to Fan Expo for the weekend, but he couldn't afford it. So, but yeah, it's kind of weird. You meet all sorts of people everywhere, and it doesn't matter. It's like once you mention a word, some people are just like, "Oh my god, these
Yeah.
guys
Yeah,
kind of
you-
like."
you-
Yeah,
me."
go surround yourself with people that like.
Like I know one guy that's an assistant manager at a car repair place, and like you can find guys that are in suits normal days, like maybe not a CEO of a company, but people that like you look at them and like
lawyers and the like.
man, I could never see that guy at a convention, and then they have these
Sure enough, they're
big
like the guys
conscious-
that
they're
have
the nerdiest guys you're gonna meet.
costume. They're like the ones that wear like
or
the
they
whole
drive
creeper outfit. You
they
know?
drive the Batmobile or
That's
something
cool.
like, you know. And they're like, "What do you do?" "Oh, you know, I'm just a sewage worker or something." Or you know, I'm a lawyer for this firm. Or
I'm a funeral director.
yeah, something like that. Like it could be anything. Just all walks.
It's
of
just
life.
cool how like you can go to these cons and all that and find so many people that
And
are like in.
I actually
the
have a
exact same thing
story
you're into.
about Fan Expo.
Speak.
There are so many people that hate the otaku, people who call themselves otakus.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
What is an
'cause
otaku for the people that don't know?
An
AKA me.
otaku is a person who basically surrounds himself, lives in an animated world. They
Gotcha.
don't really leave their house. The only reason they
Sort of
would
like
is
your
for
brother.
food. Yeah, sort of like
I was
my
about to say
brother.
that.
And they do not like interacting with other people.
Unless they're
And in Japan, that is actually a
Oriental
big insult in Japan. There's also another term is called hikikomori, basically someone who's a complete shut-in and cannot talk to people at all.
Just like anxiety, stress, or
Yeah,
whatever.
that
just-
thing.
alright.
kind of like
But-
people who are brought like introvertness or autism onto themselves.
Yeah, and anyways, so there was this one guy I was walking past, and he saw this one person dressed up as a character from an anime, and he's like, "Fucking otaku's invading the goddamn Fan Expo," and I was like,
I have a
"This
brilliant
guy
story
hates."
about I went to Fan Expo when it was in the smaller area. They used the southern part.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't move. There was barely any room for anything. I go in my Boba Fett costume. My jetpack's a little bit bigger. You know, I'm bulkier, and I was a bigger guy back then too. So this thing like is huge. I'm walking through like the thing, right?
Everybody's
way.
got to part ways like the Red
Yeah,
Sea.
most people were. They were like, "Oh, okay, you know, you have an expensive costume. It looks pretty nice." Most people would get out of the way. I had to go through the anime place to see
dear God.
people.
Oh,
And all the
nice.
animes, "Hachinto, chichato, watadodo."
Eating
they
with
turn
chopsticks
around.
and stuff.
Yeah, they would turn around. They had these big, giant wings on their costumes. Like
With
turn
like the
around,
10-foot
smack me.
swords and all
I
that.
look at them like, "Are you serious? Like you know your wings are like 3 times your size. Look where you're going." But I was like, "Oh, you know, haha, yeah, I just don't want to."
Cut.
And then at one point, some dude ran by, tore off my shoulder pad.
Oh.
This was like Velcroed on. It wasn't one of the ones.
Okay,
on there.
so-
But, like they tore it off. I'm like, I
Really?
can't bend over. You know, someone help. Like I can't get this. And then people kept bumping in. They were pulling at my jetpack. I turned around. There was a couple Asian people who kept pulling at my costume. I'm like, what are you doing? I just want to get through. I'm here
I can
for
understand if
convention.
you're like nudging at me. I'm talking to somebody. You want to take a picture because like you have a cool costume and all that. But like,
I mean, I'm sure some of the people did, but like
Don't
it was
tamper with it.
so it was so confined. I literally couldn't turn around. So I mean, if some people did want to, but there was these Oriental people that just kept taking apart my costume. Like, would you please stop? Like,
If you don't
It's
stop
plastic.
within the next 5 seconds, I will beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's fucking
and
do
then I
it.
was taking pictures with the 501st, and like they were
The
like, "Oh
50
my god!" People
50
thought I was part of the 501st.
Honestly, I got the same look. I joined a parade of 501st guys. It's the Jedi the Jedi version of Revan, and I activated my lightsaber behind a few stormtroopers. They turned and looked, nodded in approval, and they gave me a wave like, "Jump! Come on, jump in!" So I'm walking behind a stormtrooper, and this little kid was laughing at me. So I was like, I turned to the stormtrooper. I was like, "Watch this." So I walked up to the little kid. And I started creeping up like spy versus spy sort of thing. And the stormtrooper was like, I tapped him on the shoulder. He'd look. Tapped him
Just,
on
like,
his other
peeking
shoulder.
him.
Moved to the side. And then I was like, kind of did a small snicker, covered the mouthpiece where my mouth would usually be. And this little kid was having a ball. He was just
Yeah.
walking along and laughing and
And
stuff.
that's one of the
so-
cool things. Like if you have a cool cosplay and all that. Because I went to was it a fair where they had like the Steve box heads and all that. So I
Yeah.
put one on, just like you know what, screw it. Put one on, just spend the entire day like with a sword, pickaxe, a torch, and like this thing on my head. And so many little kids, I'm talking like 6, 7 8-year-olds, just realizing just like, hey, look, it's Steve from Minecraft and all that. You know how
Yeah.
many pictures I got taken? And
Same
this is
thing
just
with
some
me.
random guy. I went up, bought thing, put it on, and just wore it the entire day.
I
and
actually
people
made a little dude's day. I saw him. He was walking around. He was dressed as a little Jedi, and he had one of those flick out purple sabers from Walmart. You know, the $20 ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
like $12.
And he
ones,
looks
but-
at me and he goes, "It was Revan," and I was like, "Holy crap! This guy knows who Revan is."
Yeah.
So I was
You
like,
have immediately earned my respect. Okay.
"Yeah." So I turned to him and I was like, "How's it going?" And he goes, "Can I get a picture with you?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Hell
sure." So
yeah,
I got a
you
picture with the little guy, and then he's like, "Do you want to have a lightsaber duel?" I was like, "Damn right, let's do this."
You let him win, right? You gotta let the little kid win.
I did. I
Okay,
did let
good.
him win, and he's like, "Hey, can I touch your lightsaber?" I was like,
Just not the glowing end.
Yeah, I was like, just don't play with the glowing bit. It goes, yeah, cool. So it was like, little kids, we traded lightsabers for a little bit, and he got to use my actual saber forged lightsaber.
And these are like good sabers, like 12-watt LED, like beautiful, like it's one of the ones
made
you look
his
at a bunch
day.
of
Like
people,
the smile on his face afterwards, you know,
That's
it's heartwarming. It really felt good.
That's why like a lot of the 501st guys, like I don't know if you've ever seen their charity thing, but
Yeah.
they have the little machine gun where you get to shoot at the stormtrooper and stuff. And like,
I saw that.
I've actually talked to
cool.
some of them. Like I did an interview or tried to do interviews at the first Toronto Comic Con or first or second one.
Yeah.
And I was talking to some of them, and like these guys are some of the nicest people on the planet you will ever meet, and they can't get paid.
And ironically
they put
enough,
their own
though,
expenses towards it, and they do it simply for the kids and for the fans. And like,
ironically enough, they're the nicest people playing the evilest people in the galaxy.
yeah.
Which I just find hilarious.
But yeah, the other thing, going back to the festival, me as Steve, not getting paid by everyone. I'm just like, okay, I'm wearing blue jeans, blue shirt, and just put on the head, and just like, okay, have a sword, have a torch, and just like went around taking pictures. I went up to the Sony booth that was at this convention and all that, and just like, you getting paid to be here? Like, just some random guy, and all that. And you guys using Instagram? No, whatever.
Not really.
I put the picture. I took a picture with a guy on top of an army tank, and me just like flexing the sword out.
The leopard tank.
Yeah, the
That
leopard
was cool.
tank. And me, I'm just like huzzah, and just like Steve had a whole.
And the army guy on top's kind of looking at it, I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's the actual picture and all that. And
It's
like
hilarious.
literally just up on was it Instagram just randomly. I got one of the people that were with me and saw and took pictures with me responded saying you were awesome that day and all that, and you could see just like okay, just posted up on random person that was there found the actual picture and just like hey it's pretty cool. It's actually like while I was there I took like 70 pictures just because you walking along and so many people know.
Yeah, that was like Anime North. They dressed up as a German officer, and there were people who actually, oddly enough, they were history buffs, and they'd actually salute not the Nazi salute, but one where they'd raise their hand.
Yeah.
They'd raise their arm in a salute, and I'd go back with the general the way they raised their hand just to say, hey.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
So I clicked the heels together, did the little hey thing, and they were like, oh my god, you're awesome!
52 minutes, so.
Anyway, but yeah, it's cool. Like, I personally, I really enjoy conventions, despite how crowded and hot it can get. It's really worth your time if you're into it, and you can find really cool stuff. Like, I got a Gundam model the other day, and that was fun. And I really want to get another one. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a shop really close to the place I'm staying, and I'm just like, ooh, Gundam models.
But yeah, that's the other thing. Just submersing yourself in the world where everybody, your nerdy thing that you don't like to bring up to other people, everybody is in that world with you, so you can just instantly connect with everybody. And that's one of the reasons we play Star Wars: The Old Republic, the online game. We're making our cosplay who we play in the game, so that's one of the reasons I want to get back out and do it, just because.
For example, I'm a bounty hunter, Seven's a Sith Inquisitor, and Goat's the Sith Warrior.
We're just making
Goat's
our
already got
characters.
his lightsaber. I've got my blaster. I don't know if Seven's getting a lightsaber or not, but we'll help him pick one out that's appropriate for his costume.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the characters.
Double-bladed naturally because awesome.
Didn't you find your double blade?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna go with the Darth Maul, because I don't know my career yet.
But yeah,
Anyway.
the characters that we forged in this game, we're bringing them to life, becoming them actually, and just going out to a con and just it's gonna be freaking sweet. I can't wait.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool is the 501st actually has a branch for Expanded Universe, and that includes your character from the Old Republic. Like I was talking to them, they were saying, yeah, if you want to jump in on that, if you got good enough armor, bring it by the booth, and we'll let you know, see how it goes.
Now, for people that don't know that watch it, what is 501st?
The 501st is a
501st
charity
it's a
organization.
community group. It originally started as a community group that wanted to just get together and share their love of Star Wars, but because they used the 501st, which is registered by Lucas, and now Disney, and Star Wars, which is registered by Disney now, they were saying, okay, in order
we have to have costumes accurate to the films and the lore of Star Wars.
Yeah, they were saying, we want to do this, and we want to go to things, and we'll do charity things, but they're like, okay, you can do that. You can't make any money. So if they do a charity event, every single penny goes to a charity. They do birthday parties. If you pay them, every single penny goes to a charity. They go to conventions. They do.
And for example, there's There
Charity
was
for
one.
hire.
There was an actual 501st Legion in England, I believe, who granted. It was with the Make a Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
And there was a little boy who I think he had leukemia or something like that, and for his final wish, he wanted to meet a bunch of stormtroopers and Darth Vader. So they actually marched up to his hospital room in the Imperial formations,
Wow.
and they presented. Stormtroopers entered his room, stood at attention, and Darth Vader walked in the room with the mouth, like the actual sound going.
Yeah.
And the look on the kid's face was just incredible.
Oh,
And he
man.
got to go for a ride with the 501st.
Oh, that's awesome.
And when he eventually passed away, unfortunately, the 501st did a burial.
Yeah, I was about to bring
Detail.
that up.
Wow.
And they brought him, like...
Because that
on-
was that was the kid's final wish. Like, I just...
Yeah.
Like, not themed, oh, I want my funeral, just like, I want Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they...
So the
entire ceremony?
501st was, like, their present for his funeral, which
And
was
considering
really
they
cool.
didn't have to do that.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, they just did it.
you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, the guys who join this, they do everything for free, and they go out of their way to be nice and do these amazing things.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And there's pictures of it. Like, you can see, like, the kid's coffin, but, like, it's being, like,
carried
by, like...
stormtroopers. Actually,
like-
it was the Royal Guards. It
Yeah,
was
it was-
Palpatine's guards.
No,
right?
actually, they were being carried by stormtroopers, but they were being guarded by Imperial guards and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and they're just, like, marching behind, and it's just, like, the kid would now, just because he's
Oh,
not here
yeah.
anymore,
Man.
he has no clue, but it's just one of those things you look at and just, like, wow.
They actually went through with their promise. Like,
yeah.
they didn't have to,
No.
but they did.
It's
And
freaking
to me,
awesome.
like, I know it sounds weird because I believe in all the Sith ideals and stuff, but I think that's just great.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
it's
I really
it's
do.
one thing to like believe in ideals from a movie, but it's another thing to say, you know what, I'm gonna put aside everything and be a decent human being at this point.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. But it wasn't just, like, a few people. Like, there were hundreds of guys just dressed up
No,
playing the
I know.
rules and whatnot, and there was no, like, doubles or anything except for, like, the stormtroopers
Yeah.
and like that. It's just, like, freaking awesome. Just looking at it, just, like... It's just jaw-dropping, the view of it.
Yeah, and the fact they went through all of London, pretty much, that I thought was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, you can find pictures of it all over.
You can find
like-
pictures, you can even find videos of it.
I know
But-
when they had Star Wars the musical, they actually grabbed. We'll just end up on this before the break. They had Star Wars the musical where they just had a quartet and they had a whatever it is, the orchestra,
Mhm.
and they were playing music from the movies, and they had like scenes in the back, and they had C-3PO, Anthony Williams or Anthony Daniels.
I believe so, yeah. Daniels.
Yeah, and he was narrating, and they had the 501st walking around, like the Canadian 501st. And I went walking around, and these guys were like, they were stationed, they were walking, they were helping people take pictures. And I actually met the Luke Skywalker at Fan Expo, I think, or Toronto Comic Con.
Was
one
it
that
and I was
the
talking to him.
501st, or was this Mark Hamill?
No, this was 501st.
Okay.
Like this was in the actual.
I know, I was just
Skywalker.
making sure, one, for my clarification, and two, for
Yeah.
the viewers.
I met the guy, and I was talking to him like, what have you guys done? Like, are you part of the 501st? He's like, yeah. Actually, I went to go see Star Wars the musical. We were brought on by the directors of that to walk around with a bunch of guys from our group. I'm like,
That's hilarious.
that's awesome. I wish I could have done that.
But yeah, I think we're going to end for break, and we will be back.
As soon as possible.
Okay, bye.